Hey, finally, welcome back to week 7 of the DDL. My name is Wiki, and I'm the head coach of the Golden State Warriors, and we're working through the catch-up. We're working through the backlog. This week, in week 7, I played against Brane, head coach of the Shanghai Sharpedos, and it's a very difficult matchup. I hated this matchup. I did not like it. Not only was the matchup pretty difficult, well, I think every matchup is difficult, but not only was the matchup, on paper, somewhat difficult, but also on top of that, Brane, Sirenex, Biden Brane, whatever, has won the past 3 DDLs. This is season 4 you're watching now. He won season 1, 2, and 3. His only blip being the off season where I won that, but it was an off season, so you can't really take that away from him. So he's the three-peat champion of the DDL. So this makes this game even more difficult as well, because I think I'm pretty locked in at this point for playoffs race, but I know he was a little more iffy. I think he was still very likely to make it into playoffs, but he wasn't like locked in at this point. So he would really appreciate the win to kind of guarantee his way into playoffs. Whereas I would also love it just to beat him again, but also I can't remember how perfectly I am in playoffs condition at this point. So let's look at the matchup. The matchup is this. First of all, you'll notice the double regenerator core, Glow King and a Molar. Crazy core, crazy unbreakable core. Obviously, Spadef Demon, Slow King, Fizdef Demon, and Molar. Both just very difficult to break, regenerating into each other, pivoting out into one another, pivoting out into teammates. Both very slow, obviously, so difficult to catch their teammate, whatever they bring in on the switch in. So very difficult call to break around. But what is this regenerator core enabling? This regenerator core is enabling a Heatran, which loves some wish support from the Molar, loves the free pivots in on maybe something like Scizor, where if he expects a close combat to come out, he can pivot into Molar and then bring in Heatran for free afterwards instead of bringing it hard in on a possible CC. The Heatran obviously loves Rillaboom and Grassy Terrain, so my Garchomp just can't click EQ freely, and his own ground type, Zygarde, isn't clicking EQ most of the times, because it's just clicking its signature move, Thousand Arrows. Which is hitting Moltres out of the sky and then hitting it super effectively. So that's a very difficult top row. They're all annoyingly bulky, but also strong heavy hitters. Heatran's got God's typing, so it's difficult to hit and actually pin down. Rillaboom has that. The typing kind of lets it down, but it's obviously sets Grassy Terrain, so it's lots of utility for the rest of the team. And then its only mediocre stat is special attack, doesn't use it, but its speed, it doesn't even need to invest in speed because it has Grassy Glide, obviously. Zygarde is just a customizable mon. Lots of bulk, lots of attack, extreme speed, glare, 7 different signature moves to pick from. We've discussed the regenerator core. Samurott Hisui, very difficult team for me to deal with. My only hazard control is Defog Moltres and Defog Scizor. So if I let Samurott just click a Ceaseless Edge into me freely, I have a very difficult time dealing with that. I don't think I can afford to bring Boot Spam, and even if I could, Samurott's a knockoff clicker, Thundurus is a knockoff clicker, so is Rillaboom. Como, I don't think is. But in general, annoying mon. Thundurus, if you look at the speed tiers, 1 point above Ogerpon. Annoying. But also, if you look at my Mega Lopunny, can hit it super effectively with Psychic, but also can threaten Thunder Wave on it. So if I do try to, break past something, if I am trying to power up punch sweep with Lopunny, or in general I've just got Lopunny in a strong position, Thundurus scares me out very often with a Prankster T-Wave. Como, I think it looks solid this matchup. At the time, I completely wrote it off because I'm schizophrenic. It kind of loses to Garchomp, although its natural bulk is kind of good enough to probably take a Dragon Claw or something like that. Obviously, I have my double fairy. I think the reason I wrote off Como is because I have double fairies, and even Jirachi outspeeds it. It needs to slot specific coverage for Jirachi, and obviously Psychic hits it hard. player of Oakupon. Like, I have solutions for... I have a lot of, like, alright checks for Como, because my fairies are slower than it, so it can kind of hit me or do something, and everything else that is faster than it maybe doesn't Oko or needs to slot very specific coverage like Player Rough. So I definitely... You'll see in a moment, I didn't put enough respect on Como's name in my prep. Gardevoir Mega, I wasn't really expecting it to come because Garchomp out is a Mega locked at base 100 speed, which is a little unfortunate for it, especially to my team where I have Garchomp just above that speed tier, sort of thing Gardevoir would love to prey upon, can outspeed it and hit with Poison Jab or Iron Head or something. And then Bastiodon. That's just a go. That's go. I don't know what else to say. So let's see what the team I built. I ended up building this. As you can see, first things first, my Mega Lopunny speed tier is insanely greedy. I think I opted to completely ignore Thundurus, completely ignore... Yeah, I think it might have just been Thundurus. I think I just completely ignored the Thundurus speed tier, acknowledging that I never want to be in front of Thundurus anyways due to Prankster T-Wave. So I completely ignored that, went a shit ton of HP, very little speed, Adamant Max Attack. It's a very greedy Lopunny set, but Fake Out looks nice. Return CC, Triple Axle, it's just nice coverage for this week. It's just a strong mon. Garchomp, I am... substitute to try prey upon these slow pivots. If Glowking isn't packing specifically Ice Beam or like Mola specifically like Icy Wind or something like that, my plan with Garchomp is to sub up on them and SD and yeah, just try breaking like this. Again, I finally brought aggressive Garchomp. I had to bring Stomping Tantrum due to the threat of grassy terrain, but I think Garchomp looks pretty strong. Like, all of its coverage looks decent. It could hit a lot of stuff decently well. Its speed is very nice. Just the dragon typing alone looks solid into this. I didn't bring coverage for Gardevoir just because I didn't really expect it to come. But even then, it's kind of... I might have calcs +2 Stomping Tantrum. I can't remember. But either way, Garchomp is lefty sub to try set up on the slow pivots. This team has Oakupon, Lumberry, just couldn't think of a better move, but also because to deter like T-Wave from, not to deter, but to like counteract a T-Wave from Thundurus or a Flame Body from Heatran, because I am Stomping Tantrum to try hit Heatran. Trailblaze just because that +1, Oakupon can hit a few things pretty nicely. It's just, and also I couldn't really think of a, I think I should have been Player Rough is the real answer. But, oh, it's also Trailblaze, because look at my speed tier. Again, incredible greed. What's next? Overquill. So this is a very, very devious cook. So, as I mentioned earlier, I really struggle against Samurott with this team. So, my solution... Not bring Hazard Control. Why would I bring Hazard Control? Not bring a single pair of boots. Why would I do that? Instead, my plan is accept the fact that spikes are going up, but try limit it to one layer with the magic of Self-Destruct. Other than so my plan is literally just to swap in hard on Samurott and then just blow up on it. Yeah, that's why I'm Jolly Max Speed to catch a Samurott anything slower or trying to speed creep something. If it was Scarf, yes, it was getting 2 layers up, but I really didn't want it to try and hazard stack on me. Admittingly, kind of a weak plan, but this team was a little last minute if I remember correctly. So my plan is just get hazards on anything else, and in front of Samurott specifically, just self-destruct. Yeah. Admittingly, T-Spike is there in hopes, absolute hopes that Glowking didn't come into me. You can guess if it came into me, but that's why T-Spike's there. Diancie is Rock Polish, Terra Dragon, Meteor Beam. And then like Modest, yeah. Terra Dragon is because I wanted a Terra type to resist the priority options of Aqua Jet and Grassy Glide. So I wanted to be Terra Dragon to resist those two, because if I got my Rock Polish off, I looked pretty solid. Meteor Beam just to start enabling a little bit of a sweep. Earth Power, Moonblast, just coverage options. For Heatran Glow-King is Earth Power, Moonblast for like Zygarde, Samurott, Como, you know. It looked decent, to be fair, this Diancie. It looked solid. So that's why I brought it. I also hadn't brought Rock Polish at all this season yet, so it was just an idea I had and I wanted to bring it. And then Jirachi is where you can start seeing the Como disrespect. So I brought Psychic Noise. Why did I do that? Why didn't I just put D-Gleam, Psychic? Well, I can tell you why. It's because I got very greedy and really expected Como to not come, and I wanted to turn off healing on Wish on Mola, any sort of slack off shenanigans from Slowking, turn off Lefty's recovery on some guys. There's even a soundproof Bastiodon. Like, I thought this is the most disrespectful Psychic Noise I've seen in my life. Why did I do this? But Ironhead, Scarf Ironhead, you know the drill. You know what we're about over here. Ice Punch, that's just a coverage move for Rilla, Zygarde, Thundurus, Como, I guess. And then Healing Wish is just for any mid-games or end-games where I need somebody back at full HP. I just send in my Scarf to Jirachi and basically guarantee my Healing Wish off. So that was the team. That was the matchup. I did record this game live, so you'll have my live reaction. I might do a post-analysis now, which won't be excellent because it's been a while, but I think I remember some key points, and I've obviously rewatched the match, so I do remember some points. So yeah, I'll send you into the live game. See you later. Alright, here we are in the game. He has brought maybe the most annoying version of his team. No Thundurus is nice for Lopunny. It means no T-Wave. It means if Diancie does get a Rock Polish off, I don't need to be scared of T-Wave. It does sadly mean that one of these is probably a Scarf, though. And it also means he has brought Alola and Glow-King, so he has that regen core, which is annoying. Yeah, we'll go. Yeah. Right. What do I want to lead into this? My plan was Lop. And I think I'll stick to that plan. Overquill. Glow-King came, so Overquill can't get up T-Spikes until this dies, which is going to be difficult to do. So yeah, let's just lead Lop. Zygarde. Hello? Now, it's so tempting to click Triple Axle, but Mola can just come in. Rocky Helmet me, Heatran can come in and burn me. I have Healing Wish on Jirachi, so maybe I can just play a bit risky and make sure this Zygarde doesn't set up or anything. If I fake out and I see this thing just D-dance anyways with Covert Cloak, I'm going to explode. So I think I just pull the trigger on triple. CC could be a pretty reasonable play here. If he stays in... I need to cloak Calctex, because that's going to lie to me. If he stays in... I died Dragon Dance. 1,000 arrows does not kill me. If I drop to minus... If I drop to -1, he goes to +1. 1,000 arrows is a roll to kill me. Goes to +1 speed. I think with how essential is Lopunny? Walled by this, walled by this, walled by this. Rillaboom is fake out Sabrina for Rillaboom. I'll just pull the trigger on the triple. Yeah, okay. Miss, 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 miss. Is it Rocky Helmet? It absolutely is Rocky Helmet. Miss. Never lucky. No, once been lucky. It's crazy. I think I'll just... I figure this is just gonna click. Let's find out what bulk this is. It took 13%. Meaning it's probably a smack HP max defense. If he was lucky there, he missed. True. I'm pretty sure it's just max. This is such a awkward checkmate scenario, because what can I go into? I'll just go into Overquill. Because I can't, it prevents setup. If he goes into more passive, something more passive, I can get a spike up. Zygarde's back. Why is this asshole back? Anyways. Alright. Let's go. Overquill. Let's go. Zygarde. Self-destruct is like 50 to this. Okay. Do I think it's max speed? I'm just gonna taunt it. It's not max speed. Trying to glare me. Ooh. Hello. Probably gonna click a ground move then. Can I go? Glare, ignore that. Is it 1,000 arrows is like 80? I wanna save HP on Overquill probably. Yep, there's the 1,000 arrows. I'm just gonna get a knockoff on Heatran or Mola maybe. Maybe on this even. Stayed in. Rocky Helmet. It's a real set. Two glares can kill here, and I do still have my Lumberry intact in case he does try to glare me. I mean, two Cudgels kills here. No, he doesn't. Holy shit, he's so bulky. Why is he so bulky? I mean, honestly, I probably should have figured out that he was gonna be max HP, max defense. I guess it can be. Oh my god, does a crit? I don't even think a crit would kill. I'm gonna go Garchomp. And I'm just going to Dragon Claw. I wish I was still that Heal Bell Diancie now, but you know. Mola's in. If I sub up here, it's a little awkward with me being parried, but it means he's probably going to flip because he can't burn me with Scald. And if I get a sub up, hopefully Heatran is not Air Balloon. Or Rillaboom can come in as well. Yeah, with leftovers and grassy terrain, we get some nice recovery back. And I think I can just Dragon Claw. Mola might just come back in though. Let's actually calc before I just click buttons. Assuming it's banded. Oh yeah, I Giga Ultra Explode. I think I can get a Dragon Claw off and then go into Dragon Claw and just go into Overquill. We'll find out if he's banded or not here. Did 44. Might not be. I wonder what it is. I'm gonna try get a spike up. Zygarde is back. Okay, this Zygarde's so bulky. I wonder if it's the rest set. Glare, 1,000 arrows, Rocky Helmet. It might unironically be rest, in which case clicking self-instruct into rest would be so sad. However, I don't think he has a reason to fear anything from this Overquill. And I can't really go into anyone else. I can go Garchomp. What was I hoping to self-destruct on? I was hoping to get it off on Samurott, but I'm so low. I might not even be able to bait in Samurott like that. This is still nice for Rillaboom, of course. But this thing just clicking Glare here would be annoying. And I don't know what coverage it has if I go into Garchomp. So grassy turn end to this turn. I might just self-destruct. I think I'll pull the trigger. Tried 1,000 arrows. Makes sense. I still don't. Mola's tripped. Glowking still on full HP though. I could go Megalopony. Or Ogapon actually. I do know that the last one did do about, or Ogapon's a roll, I think. Maybe I do not go Ogapon. Alright, how's Jirachi looking? Ice Punch does obviously do pretty well. Heatran's still alive though. How's Diancie looking? Diancie would get glared, that's what would happen. So I go over Lopunny and like CC. Or Molo. He's so annoyingly bulky. If I CC into this, it's at 8. Oh, it's Rocky Helmet, so it might actually die to 2 CCs. I think I'll do that. I could have also returned to not get the drop, but if a Lolamola did come in, I wanted CC into CC. Oh, I have to assume this. I just have to assume this is scarfed. There's no way it's not scarfed. If it is, I'm at -1 defense game. There we go. I actually survive Ceaseless, but I do die to a water move. Alright. How close is Diancie to surviving? Does Ogapon still have a use? Ogapon is still very useful for Mola. Garchomp is still nice for... Actually, I can pivot Garchomp once. I think Garchomp should be able to survive just about anything. Get some chip. Scout if it's water or dark move. If it's a water move, go Jirachi. Healing Wish into one of these two. And if it's dark move, go into Diancie, start stepping up. Or I can go into Diancie either way and Terra. Okay, let's see. Flip turn, okay. Flip turn did 26. So I will assume, yeah, but I have to assume it's Scarf. I hate you has hit the scene. What item is this? I hate you. Garchomp would be so nice to get a Cloaking Hill here. Heatran doesn't kill me with fire. Okay, I had an idea that it was going to be Power Herb Solar Beam, and even that shouldn't kill unless it's modest. So I might just stay in and click Stomping. It is. Is it modest? Crit? Oh. Let's find out if he's modest. Oh, I mean... Find out after the game, I guess. Alright, I figured I was... I didn't figure that was coming, but I knew that was definitely an option. Now, that's very unfortunate, because if it's not modest, then I lived that. But I didn't. Alright. How does Lopunny coming in, clicking CC? I mean, I'm in the exact same situation. But how do I still have the pivot to do that? What if... Cloaking Galar, defensive pivot. I'm expecting it to be Spadef. What if that comes in on Lopunny? God, I'm doing nothing to it. I might just go into Lopunny and click. Oh. But I think a postman has something must have come. Alright, somebody's going to deal with that, thank you. Dun, dun, dun. This is unfortunate. Actually, wait. What does Ogerpon invite in if I click Stomping Tantrum? Not you, not you. Kind of you, kind of you. I think Ogerpon's a play. I think that was probably a pretty critical play. Because I could have a turn, and if I lose this game, I'm going to look back at this turn as probably a more important one. Because I could have gone Jirachi and started setting up. But with Gloking, I'm still 100% and I don't have any knowledge on it. That's pretty risky. Ogerpon obviously here. I could have gone Lopunny and I could have pulled CC or Return. Return if I was expecting a switch out. I've also just done this play assuming, entirely assuming Stomping Tantrum kills, which may not be true. Heatran. Oh, Stomping absolutely kills. Does it burn me? No burn. Perfect. Alright. Samuro Hisui Choice Guard. Thesis Edge is doing like 50 to me. Damn it. God. If I Terra right now and watch this. If I assume it's going to be Dark Move, I could go Diancie. However, if it's not a Dark Move, I do just lose the game on the right there. How close is... Yeah, if it's like Razor Shell, I might just lose there and then. Actually, if it's Razor Shell or something like that, I go Jirachi. I click Healing Wish. I pivot Jirachi on Water Move. I click Healing Wish. And I can bring back Diancie. And then Terra Dragon on the Water Move and set up and hope Gloking. I beat Gloking somehow. I'm gonna make a play. Don't click Water Move. Ceaseless Edge. Okay. There's a chance. I have to assume it's Scarfed. However, there's actually absolutely nothing telling me it is Scarf apart from how the team is built. I'm going to Rock Polish. It is Gloking. It takes... Oh no. Well, that's unfortunate because that could be a V. Loping Galar. If it is a V, am I in a pickle? Is this a problem? Let's find out. Media Beam. 44. Takes 44. So, Meteor Beam. It absolutely is for death with Assault Vest. That's cool. That's a nice bring. Not a nice bring for me, but in general, it's a nice bring. Can I go Jirachi here? Or do I just commit to this? I might just... Oh! Crit helps. Crit does help, I'll admit. I'll be the first to admit the crit was nice. I was planning on just superpowering twice because I consider a Meteor Beam again, but I think that is left to a roll. Were you modest? What did you say earlier? Maybe. I was just planning on Earth Powering twice because that left it to no roll and at least I get rid of it rather than Meteor Beam leaving it to a roll, but gave me to +2, which would have been pretty nice into the rest of the team, especially Mola, I have to assume. However, You know what? Crit does help. I'll be the first to admit. Alright, I think I just Terra Dragon Moonblast. Hopefully don't get... Glider gets 25. That's probably banded then, right? Rillaboom Choice Band into Black Diancie after Terra Dragon. Yeah, it would have been banded. Alright, let's see if I survive this. Samurott Hisui, Choice Scar. I am at 35%. Ceaseless Edge has a 35 minimum roll. Alright, so we're probably dead here. However, if he locks into Ceaseless Edge, I can bring back Lopunny. Oh, does this involve sacking Ogerpon? Let's find out. If he locks into Lopunny... Oh, it's going to be a difficult endgame. What if actually... Okay, what play... What would I need to do? Alright. If I go into Lopunny on this, I die. Okay, makes sense. Does Jirachi take a hit? Jirachi does take a hit. However, and actually, my Jirachi outspeeds. So I could try Iron Fled flinch him. However, Mola has Rocky Helmet. So not gonna happen. Ogerpon. I think I have the tools to win. I just need to figure out how. If I sack this, does it Ogerpon eat Ceaseless? No. If this dies, I go into Jirachi, I click Healing Wish, I go Ogerpon, and I hope I can cudgel twice. I think Jirachi Healing Wish is going to be very important here. Okay. What can I lose though? Lopunny Fake Out could be very nice into this. Oh, this is a very important play. I think I need to bring... Ogerpon needs to be the one to come back to full HP, because Ceaseless only does around 50 to Ogerpon. And so meaning I should be able to just Ivy it. Alright, I think I can lose Diancie, Healing Wish Jirachi, and then... Yeah, I think that's fine. Because I think... Oh, actually, how much hazard do I take? No, it should be fine, it should be fine. I'm just going to double check. Ogerpon definitely Oko's this, yeah. And does it Ogerpon? Does it Oko? Alola Mola? Oh my god, it actually doesn't. What? What do I lose? Do I sack Lopunny here then? I can also I think I stay here because there's a chance this Ceaseless can miss. Whereas if I go Lopunny, I think it gets much more shit gets much more shiced. Yes. Alright. Let's just Moonblast. Ceaseless hits. Makes sense. Alright. I think the path was... Samurott Hisui. It was carved. Figured it out, guys. Wait, Megalopony... I ran the numbers right. Megalopony lives this ceaseless, and if Alola Mola comes in... Oh, grassy terrain is up, so I think it actually does survive CC into CC. Because yeah, it'll come in on 82. And I'd need to max roll above CCs, yeah. Actually no, because rocks are up, but... So if rocks up, it comes in 82, 72, 70 even. So I think CC into CC would kill, but grassy terrain is up, so I can't do that. So instead, I think I do go for the Healing Wish. I think I do go for Healing Wish Jirachi into Ogerpon. Okay. Just to make sure, I probably am faster, right? Jirachi into Samurott Hisui. I am faster. I should have checked this thing before I came in, but you know. And I'm gonna Healing Wish. Into Ogerpon. And this is awkward because I basically need Alola Mola to not burn me. Yeah, because Trailblaze into Cudgel can kill. I can Cudgel first, play for the crit, and then the second hit be Trailblaze. Oh, never mind, it wasn't that bulky. Why? Oh, it wasn't. It just wasn't max. Okay. And then Samurott should come in, and barring any insane crits, I should be fine. Shout outs to Victor's Healing Wish. That's a real one. Came in, Scarf died. sent in another one. I mean, whilst my opponent's thinking, Samurott Hisui, I know it's Scarf. A crit actually has a roll to kill me. Somebody in chat said 1 in 24 chance of winning. I don't like that. But I actually don't even know if that's true. I think it... Well, obviously, I just... We'll see. Biggest roll ever. I'm very curious to see the sets after this. Okay, Ivy Cudgel. Clutch up, Echo. I believe in you. Ceaseless missed! Alright. GG. God, what a funny way to end the game. This Zygarde was a problem. This team in general, I'm very curious about the Heatran. I want to see if Solar Beam would have killed Garchomp or not. Even if it didn't, Garchomp was paralyzed, obviously, so no guarantee I was going to break it. The crit on Gloking almost definitely mattered. But I'm not actually sure. I'm not even sure how important it was, because I lived 2 anyways, barring any crits. Unless it was like some Trick Room or something like that. But no, I know it's AV, I think. So, barring any insane crits, I think it would have been pretty similar, because I would have Earth Powered, taken damage, Earth Powered again. Samurott would have come in. I guess Samurott could have clicked Flip Turn instead of Ceaseless to kill Diancie, which would have ended up being different. Either way, maybe I'll get an interview with my opponent later. Hopefully I'll ask, but yeah, thank you for tuning in, and see you next time. Alright, hello there, yo. This is the post-game analysis. Obviously I left you off here. So what do I want to say? First of all, I think in the post-game I said some goofy shit like I'm not sure how much the crit mattered, because the one on Gloking, obviously. I'm not sure how much this crit mattered, because And my logic was, but I got this kill. I would have got this kill anyways, assuming Brandon didn't crit. And then and then in my brain I was like, okay. And then like I got this crit, and then I basically just locked. By not getting crit, I would have let Samrock kill me with a different move. And in my brain, I completely forgot that because of the crit, Rillaboom also died because he needed the chip, I'm guessing. Or like needed to force terror as well. I just forgot this interaction. I just forgot this turn happened. So in my brain, I got the crit, and then afterwards Samrock came in and killed me. Which isn't the case. Obviously I got more than I got an extra little guy in the process. So, I need to make a correction. Crit absolutely mattered. Because it just meant that, yeah, Rillaboom was also out of the game. But in general, this was a very fun game. I think there were definitely some moments where I could have done something a little bit cleaner. I think I got greedy with the Diancie sweep, since this was still at 100%. And I think... No, I scouted it was AV after hitting it. Well, scouted. Found out it was AV. And was it? Oh, I'm going to have to change the format in a bit. One moment. Oh. Not scuffed, not scuffed. There we go. It was AV. Which it was a good bring. Obviously it was, oh yeah, modest Heatran. Obviously it was modest. It came in on me. Why would it come in on me and click Solar Beam if it wasn't modest and wasn't guaranteed to kill? I gotta use my brain sometimes. Classic Rillaboom set. Pretty classic Samurott set. Ceaseless Flip, yeah. This Zygarde, very annoying. I don't think I respected Zygarde enough. Mostly by not bringing both of my fairies. I also pulled the trigger on... I pulled the trigger on Overqwil because I kind of noticed that I didn't prep enough for Zygarde, and especially didn't prep for like a defensive Glare variant. I was already kind of lacking for resources to put up in the Hazard game, never mind in the status on top of that. Like, I was already struggling to break this team, never mind whilst I was swapping into spikes every time and also getting paralyzed and not moving half the time. So this was a very good bring from Brandon. And I'm glad he didn't rest on the self-destruct turn. But, yeah, got my the spike in the end. Incredibly important. A sec. Okay, format this better. Nope. Least scuffed. There you go. In this end game, obviously I ended up... there were some moments where I was fretted. I could freely click CC on Lopunny, like... I think here I could pretty cleanly click CC into this. Obviously this was, like, you could swap in anything basically. But I knew I could click CC because Mola, I think, died to the combination of both due to Spike. And I think in the end game, the Spike also... I ended up critting, obviously, but like... and in the game, I completely forgot to calc for Grassy Terrain in my calc, which is why I'm like, oh, is it not Fizz Def? No, clear. Obviously, it's Fizz Def. Where is it? Because I don't think I was even meant to KO Fizz Def. Oh, I didn't create, my fault. I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, this kill here was only possible, 1, because of Spike, and 2, because Grassy Terrain was up. And even then, I think it was like a very devious roll from me. I was prepared to just hit it with Ivy Cudgel and then Trailblaze the next turn to be faster than this. So the main thing I was risking would have been a Scald Burn, obviously. I think I was still fine if I got Burn, because I Ivy Cudgel. Next turn I Trailblaze, and turn after that I get some chip with Ivy Cudgel. If that doesn't kill, I have Fake Out on Lopunny, but I think it might kill, vibes based. But yeah, obviously this was a very devious roll and just kind of locked in the game because it meant that, barring some insane Giga crit from Samurott, the game was locked up for me. Yeah, this was a fun game. I think I came in a little underprepared, but got bailed out by that Earth Power crit on Slowking. This was a very good bring. It was a very good bring, but it's like a Verset. Brane was telling me afterwards that he wanted to have Icy Wind and had like Icy Wind on his phone or something like that. And Icy Wind would have been an incredible bring-in to me, considering half of my plan was to substitute up on it with Garchomp. And then if he clicked Icy Wind in this end game here, even if it would have done decent, it would have done some sort of damage, and two, assuming I didn't get that like devious roll on him, I was then slower than this, so then it got a lot more shiest, because then it's like, I'm not guaranteed to get my hit off on Samurott, and maybe if it does crit me, it gets more devious, but very happy the Icy Wind didn't come. Flash Fire Heatran for Moltres, because Moltres did look pretty solid this week. I didn't bring it, but it did look like pretty decent, so I understand Flash Fire. It just walls it. Don't think there's anything crazy. Komodo definitely could have come. Again, I just didn't put respect on that Mon's name. What else was in this matchup? Let's pull it over. I think I probably discussed the matchup enough at the beginning. But, yeah, GG's to Brandon for this game. And that basically locked me into playoffs. Or if I wasn't already locked in. And I'll see y'all next week.